What's up, everybody? Today is day 3 of my gastric sleeve, vertical sleeve gastrectomy pre-op diet. My name is Michelle. My surgery is scheduled for September the 3rd, which is less than 2 weeks away. I'm pretty excited about that. I am 50 years old. Yes, 50. Not on the inside, obviously, only on the outside. I am 5'8". I weighed in at the doctor's office at 266 last week for my scheduling appointment. Today I was down to 258. In 3 days I have dropped that much weight already. Most of it, honestly, is sodium and water weight. That's the best way that I can explain it. I had so many food funerals. If you're interested in food funerals, look at my video that I posted this morning. I have an updated, edited video. I have self-taught myself how to do intros and to add subscribe buttons and how to add thumbnails and things like that to make my videos interesting. So I'm still learning as I go, and maybe at some point after I'm recovered I can give some tips for anybody that's wanting to get started. But today's video is going to be about what I eat in a day during the course of my pre-op diet. Sorry, my nose is itching. So I wanted to start off and just kind of show you guys, the bulk of the kind of stuff that I am dealing with. This doesn't even include all the water, but there is just so much during the day that you have to eat to remain on target. I don't even have enough room for all of this food, or food. That's what we call it now, right? So I'll kind of walk you guys through how I start my day and, what I do with all of that. I'll show you some of the things that I've found from, not only from being a nurse, but from doing my research. I have found YouTube to be an incredible tool to help me plan what I need to do during the course of each day. And then I have also found Pinterest to be amazing. A lot of these things that I'm going to show you today that are kind of tricks and cheats, but not really, came from Pinterest and from people that have already been through this surgery, people that really, really seriously cheated during the course of this pre-op diet. So I've kind of modified that a little bit so that I can stay sane, because look, I just went from eating anything that I wanted and being overweight to having to cut down and only eat liquids. So it's going to be, I'll show you guys everything that I do. I got a call from my doctor's office today. My doctor is Dr. Chad Carlton. He's at Lone Star Bariatrics here in Texas. And I got a call from them about my blood work today. And lo and behold, when everything came back, I am borderline diabetic. And this is a new development for me. In my first video, I talked about how I am honestly a ticking time bomb for every medical condition that runs in my family, type 2 diabetes being one of those that everyone in my family has, with the exception of my brother. And not my kids, obviously, but my dad, my mom, my grandparents on both sides, aunts, uncles, everybody is a type 2 diabetic, and I wasn't. But when I got the call today, she said, you're right on the border of diabetes. So I'm kind of glad that I'm on this liquid diet now, because I've eliminated sugar, most all sugar from this diet, and getting this weight off will definitely keep me from being insulin dependent, and that is just something that I'm really thankful for, because I knew I was right on the edge. I was right on the verge. I just had blood work done 3 months ago, and that was not an indication. My cholesterol is high, my triglycerides are high, but I also ate like crap and had a bunch of food funerals over the course of last week and through the weekend into the beginning of this week. So this is day 3. So to start off, for this liquid diet, water is absolutely critical. These are This is my lifeblood, and these are 16.9 fluid ounce bottles. So if you figure you drink 1 bottle of these, that's 16 ounces. The goal for me is about 80 ounces of water a day, 64 to 80 to stay hydrated, and then I'm going to bump that up hopefully post-surgery. It's going to be hard in the beginning, but I know I can do it. I'm tracking all of my water intake, my protein, my carbs, everything on Berrytastic, which is an app that helps you track everything from a bariatric perspective. I'm able to put my reminders on to drink water, put my reminders on to drink a shake, eat a protein bar, so on and so forth. So it's been a really helpful tool already for me to be able to use. So obviously the first thing that I start off with in the morning is coffee, Keurig coffee. Very important. I also drink a product called Revital U Smart Coffee, and if anybody is interested in this, I can get you information about this if you're interested. But what this does is, I mean, it improves my entire mood during the day. I mix 1 scoop in with my coffee in the morning. There's no sugar or anything in it, and it keeps me energized. And I think that I'm probably not having the shakes as much as I normally would, and I'm not having those crashes during the day because I drink this. So it's available in a hot cocoa as well. And then there's a CBD oil that has melatonin in it. It's a sleep CBD. So if anybody's interested in that, feel free to comment below. So I make my coffee, my Keurig coffee, and I went to Target and I bought this sugar-free vanilla coffee creamer. It's completely within the diet. It's got a little bit of sodium. It's only 2 grams of carbs, no sugar, but 0 protein because it's not a real milk product. So yesterday I mentioned I also took my vanilla protein powder and skim milk, and I mixed up a cappuccino froth with the protein powder and the milk yesterday, so that gave me a little extra protein during the day. I ended up with 92 grams of protein yesterday, which is actually really good. So coffee first and foremost. If I had to give up coffee on this diet, I would die. I don't live without my coffee. It's just not even an option. So I had that. And then in the mornings, and I'll kind of show you guys the products that I have. I got these, I mentioned in my introductory video that I got these from my doctor's office. He has a liver kit that he sells that includes the 2 huge canisters of Bariatric Fusion protein powder. So I have a vanilla and a chocolate. I actually like the chocolate better, which is interesting because I'm not really a chocolate eating person, so I think that one tastes better to me. Sometimes I throw a banana in a vanilla smoothie. I have strawberries in there too, so as long as you're not eating chunks of things and tossing this in with your smoothie, I think it's okay for you to eat that. So I start my morning off with either a protein smoothie with some fruit in it. I also bought this, and I haven't been good about taking my vitamins for a long time. This is a completely unflavored, unsweetened raw green mix. I'm not good about taking vitamins. I have to be on this diet, but I did buy this, and I started putting the scoop's really small. It's only like this big. I started putting 1 scoop of this in with chocolate smoothies so that I can't see the green. Some people might like those green smoothies, but to me, it's healthy, and I want to try to avoid looking at it. So I mixed it in with my chocolate. Didn't have much of a taste at all. It's got a little bit of a plant taste, but with the chocolate, it really kind of covers it up. So I start my morning with that 1 smoothie. I have eaten a ton of sugar-free Jell-O. I eat probably 6 of these a day. There's no sugar in them. The carb count is 0 as well. The protein count is 1 gram. You guys may not want to Google what gelatin's made out of, but that's where the protein comes from. So the Jell-O, I will eat with a smoothie if I want. I have them multiple times a day. I mix my smoothies in. I have a Magic Bullet. This is like one of the cups from the Magic Bullet. Everything converts and screws onto the top of the Magic Bullet. So I toss, it's 2 scoops of the protein powder. I'll put a half a banana in. I will put in, I actually use the almonds, unsweetened almond milk vanilla flavor. I mix that in with my smoothies in the morning, or just plain skim milk works. Toss the scoops in here, 1 scoop of the greens, put the milk on top, pop it upside down on my little Magic Bullet, pulse it a couple of times, and it's ready to drink. So it's super quick. Vitamins. oh my gosh, vitamins are really important. We are going to be eating these little buddies 4 times a day, y'all. 4 times a day. So I've already got my timers on. I've already tried to start getting in practice to eat my bariatric vitamins and make sure that I'm getting all my nutrients. One of my biggest fears is losing my hair, even though I have a huge mop of it. I don't want to lose my hair, and that is completely protein based. So if you're losing your hair, you're not eating enough protein, I can assure you. A lot of people will tell you to also get biotin. I have my biotin here. I take this Stella, sorry about that. I take this anyway because it's good for your nails, it's good for your hair. So this is something that I take as a supplement anyway. It's not something new that I have to add. But if you're concerned about your hair, if you're concerned about all of that, just make sure you're taking your vitamins and make sure you're taking your protein. Some people have to add vitamin B and things like that. I chose this vitamin from Bariatric Fusion. This is the tropical flavor because it's all in one. It's got all your calcium citrate, your vitamin D, your vitamin B. I don't have to take 8 different supplements 4 times a day. That's chewing 24 pills a day. So I bought this. It's a little more expensive than some of the other ones, but it does taste the best to me. It's a chewable tablet, and it contains the calcium, vitamin D, along with all the essential vitamins and nutrients that we need post-surgery on this diet. So I got those online. There's a 10% discount online. If you go to their website, they'll give you 10% off when you put your email in and sign up. So supplements 4 times a day, biotin once a day, greens once a day, and then my smoothies are 3 to 4 times a day depending on how hungry I am. If I drink 4 smoothies, I'll take out a protein bar. These are Bariatric Fusion chocolate peanut butter protein bars, and they are delicious. I don't even like peanut butter, but let me tell you, I think that I'm just so hungry doing this that this gives me the satisfaction of chewing. It's chewy, it's a little bit crunchy, so I'm getting the satisfaction of actually chewing and eating this. So sometimes I eat one of these in the morning. I'm only on day 3, so let's just say this morning I ate this. Okay, I've already had a shake too. It's almost noon. I've already had a shake, I've already had Jello, I've already had my protein bar, I've already drank 4 bottles, 16-ounce bottles of water. So I'm paying attention and doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Now let's talk about soup. This is going to be one of your best friends. This one's beef broth. I have chicken broth and vegetable broth. This is low sodium, okay? The sodium is so important. If you guys go back to my first video and even my second video, you're going to see the difference in the size of my face already because I had eaten Chinese food the day before I started this diet, and I was full of sodium from the Chinese food, completely blown up. Make sure that you get low sodium when you're dealing with broths. And I just keep this in the fridge. I pour a little bit in a bowl, I heat it up. I might put a little salt in it. Don't kill me, but it's just gross. And I added a lot of pepper, a touch of salt, and yeah, so there's that. This egg drop soup. It's a powder. This has 30 calories, no fat, no cholesterol. It does have a little bit of sodium in it, quite a bit of sodium, but you know, I was so hungry yesterday, I didn't really care. Carbs are low, sugar's low, protein fairly low. But what you do is you take this mix, you add it into your saucepan, you take it to boiling, add it into your saucepan, and then you take 1 egg, beat that egg up, and I was pouring it from very high into it. If you do that and you whisk at the same time, it's stringy. It's not clumps of egg, so it's stringy and liquid. You can actually drink it out of a cup if you want. This made me feel like I was actually full for about 3 hours yesterday, just adding that extra protein in there. Along with this mix, and I made a big thing of it, and I ate it. I ate a cup at lunch, and I ate a cup at dinner also, so it lasted me throughout the day. So it was kind of nice to find. The sodium is high in that. If you're concerned about the sodium, I mean, it's higher than what they want us to eat, but I'm telling you, I was getting desperate yesterday. So if you could find a low sodium mix, more power to you. So in the afternoons, I'll have a chocolate or a vanilla shake. Like I said, 3 to 4 times a day. If I drink 4, then I cut out a protein bar. The protein bars are very high in carbs. So when you eat these, I'm supposed to drink 3 shakes a day, and I'm supposed to eat 2 of these for snack. I can have unlimited Jell-O, unlimited popsicles, unlimited broth, so on and so forth. But these are super high in carbs. So I haven't been eating 2 of these a day like I'm supposed to. I'm getting my extra protein from this in a shake instead. So I'm doing what works best for me. You know, this is a diet that they want you to follow, but it is a little loose, and you can substitute things as long as you're not completely 100% going off your diet. I'm doing fine. I've already lost 8 pounds in 3 days. So, you know, obviously I'm doing okay. Cream soups too, without chunks in them. This is a broccoli cheese soup. The carbohydrate count's a little higher in this. The sodium's a little high, but if I'm only eating like 1 cup a day, you can put milk in this and you're getting protein out of this also, and protein with the cheese. So I bought some of these. I haven't really done it but maybe once so far, so but I have a feeling I will be. As long as it remains liquid, I'm gonna at least lose, I would hope, 20 pounds by the time my surgery rolls around in 12 days. Not that I'm counting. So that's a little bit about what I eat in a day. I drink when I'm thirsty. I drink when I'm hungry too, to see if it's just that it's dehydration and not hunger. The popsicles have really helped. These are the Color Natural Sources sugar-free orange cherry and grape, and I'm telling you, they're delicious, but they do have some sugars in them. So for 3 pops, it's 45 calories per serving for 3, carbohydrates 11 grams, total sugars 0. There's no protein in that, but the carb count is a little high in these, so, and it's not for the Jell-O. So I will eat probably 4 Jell-O a day and probably 3 of these in and out during the day. So that's essentially it. That's what I eat in a day. I'll update this when I move over to the puree and to the soft food stage to show you guys again what I eat in a day, but this is really it. Today I haven't been really too hungry. Yesterday I had a whopping headache from about 3 o'clock until I went to bed early last night, and I figured the earlier I go to bed, the more I sleep, and that makes the day go by, and I'm, you know, getting closer to my surgery date. So I had a headache. I was a little lightheaded in the afternoon. No matter how many popsicles and Jell-O you eat, the bottom line is your body is not used to this. It takes some time to get used to. And I got a caffeine headache mid-afternoon. You can have tea and things like that. I'm a sweet tea person, but you can make unsweet tea and put Splenda in it. There are ways around that if you need that caffeine boost in the afternoon. But that's what I eat in a day. I hope you found this helpful. I'll post another video probably on day 4 tomorrow. I hope you guys are having an amazing day, and please subscribe to my channel if you want to keep up with what's going on with me. Put your notifications on, because I'm going to try and post a video as I can every day. And then every few days after surgery, I'll try to take you guys as far back into the operating room as I can with this surgery. When it happens, I have some connections, so we'll see what happens there. But subscribe, turn your notifications on if you want to follow along with what's happening for me. I hope this has been educational for you. And I hope it showed you that you don't have to starve to death during the course of this until you're getting up to your surgery. I only had to do it for 2 weeks. Some people have to do it for months before the surgery can be scheduled. So hopefully this helps. If you have any questions, put them in the comments below. I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. Thanks a bunch, everybody. Bye.